I have hang-ups on new bands all the time. I listen a lot to Swedish melodic death metal. Lately it's been a new Swedish black metal band I just discovered, Istapp. My name is Thomas Einarsson. I am an art technician here at Munch. I have the main art technical responsibility for framing and the framing project, which has been going on for 2-3 years now. We're reframing most of Munch's works. One of my favorites that I've worked on is Bule I Vaterland. It's a bit of an unusual piece. It depicts this like dingy old bar in Oslo. There's drunk people, there's 2 people fighting, there's a police officer entering, and it's a bit of a funny piece as well. But I think the Munch has a lot of like dark comedy in his work. And when I framed that one, it looks like a window into this old bar. It looks like its own little world. That's kind of what happens when an artwork gets framed. It focuses your eyes and draws your eyes into the work so that you're not just seeing the wall behind it, but you're being drawn into this, like the depth of the piece in a way. In our framing workshop, we create the inside of the frames. So what's being sent to us is the front, the decorative front, and the glass. And everything is put together here. So these are the LS that I make from these materials. I tend to walk around on a table all the time, so it's good. So the inner frame is referred to as an L-list. And the first part is to assemble, stain, and varnish the L-list. Second part is attach the artwork itself to the L-lists. And then the third part is to assemble the frame itself with the artwork and the L-list. So if you imagine then that you have the work resting inside here, the stretcher with the canvas, and then the decorative frame that comes on top of this. So that if you see in here, the work kind of rests here, in between, and then the glass comes here. Potentially the L-list can be any color. Most of it is different types of brown nuances. So it's kind of like this range that's being used the most. The frame profiles have been chosen based on what was used during exhibitions while he was alive. So that's what we're trying to go back to. So what we're trying to do now is present the works in frames that replicate the frames that Munch used himself in his own exhibitions during his time. We want to try and reuse as much as possible. We have thrown a few of these away, but we want to see if we can reuse them. It would be better. Sustainability and all that jazz. You want to try and reuse as much as possible. It's important to know that like these golden frames, they were made and framed during the 70s, 80s, possibly also the 90s. And this has been done for almost the entire collection, regardless of what the motif is. So what I'm trying to do now is get rid of the gold, which is quite a process. There's a layer of plaster and red paint and then gold paint. So it's a bit of an experiment, and it's something I'm just trying to do so that perhaps we can reuse these frames. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is like what I love to do the most. I tend to blast metal on the speaker and work by myself. And I can like stay here all day. Like a really good day is when I get to work in the workshop all day by myself and just listen to music and make tons of L-lists and then frame some works. It's a lot of fun. I love to work by myself.